My beloved child. There are moments in life when your heart quietly asks questions that no one else can hear. You wonder if someone, somewhere, is thinking about you with the same hope, the same longing, and the same dream for tomorrow. Today, I want you to stay with me because we are about to explore a beautiful possibility, one that may encourage your heart in ways you never expected. Imagine, for just a moment, that the person meant to walk beside you in the future is growing, learning, and preparing for a chapter that has not yet begun. Their journey may be different from yours, but every lesson they experience shapes the kind of partner they hope to become. Sometimes the distance between two people is not a sign that they are moving apart. Sometimes it is simply the time needed for both hearts to become ready for the same destination. Have you ever noticed how life has a way of connecting unexpected moments? A conversation you almost missed. A place you nearly didn't visit. A decision that felt ordinary but later became unforgettable. The future often begins with moments that seem small. That is why you should never underestimate today's quiet steps. They may be leading you toward tomorrow's greatest blessing. As you continue watching, keep an open heart. This is not about predicting the future. It is about discovering the kind of hope that gives you strength to keep moving forward. What if your future together is not built on perfect timing, but on personal growth, patience, and the courage to become your best self? Picture your future partner looking ahead with optimism. They are not searching for perfection. They are searching for honesty, kindness, loyalty, and someone who chooses love even on ordinary days. Those qualities are stronger than grand promises because they create relationships that last through every season of life. Many people believe the biggest moments arrive with loud announcements, but some of life's most meaningful changes begin quietly. A new mindset. A fresh opportunity. A simple choice to believe that better days are possible. Those small beginnings can transform an entire future. So don't rush ahead. Let every word settle in your heart. There is still more to discover, and the next part of this journey explores how two separate paths can slowly become one remarkable story. Stay with me, because the most meaningful part of this message has not yet been revealed. There is a quiet truth that many people never realize until much later in life. The future is rarely created by one unforgettable moment. It is built through hundreds of small choices that slowly become one extraordinary story. Perhaps your future together is already being shaped in ways that neither of you can fully see today. Every challenge you have overcome has added wisdom to your heart. Every disappointment has taught you what truly matters. Every unexpected delay has prepared you to appreciate the right person when the time finally comes. Sometimes what feels like waiting is actually preparation, and preparation is never wasted. Imagine two lives moving forward on different roads. They cannot see each other yet, but each step brings them closer to the place where their stories finally meet. One person is learning patience. The other is learning courage. One is discovering forgiveness. The other is learning how to trust again. None of these lessons seem connected at first, yet together they create the foundation of a relationship that is stronger than either person could have built alone. That is why every season has value. Even the quiet chapters have a purpose that only becomes clear when you look back. Now ask yourself a simple question. If your future could begin with one decision today, what would that decision be? Would you choose hope instead of fear? Would you choose kindness instead of resentment? Would you choose to become the kind of person who inspires peace, loyalty, and genuine love? Those choices matter more than they appear. The future is often shaped by who you become long before you meet the person who shares it with you. There is another beautiful possibility to consider. The person you hope to meet may also be growing through challenges they never expected. They may be praying for wisdom, searching for purpose, and becoming stronger because of experiences that once seemed impossible to understand. Their journey is not separate from yours forever. It is simply unfolding at its own pace. Every lesson they learn today may become a blessing for the life you share tomorrow. So keep moving forward with confidence. Let your heart remain open to growth, gratitude, and unexpected opportunities. Your story is still being written, and some of its most meaningful pages have not yet been revealed. As this journey continues, you will discover that the greatest hope is not found in predicting tomorrow. It is found in becoming ready for whatever wonderful chapter tomorrow may bring. There is something remarkable about the future that very few people understand. It is not hidden because it wants to stay a mystery. It is hidden because every meaningful relationship deserves to grow naturally, one moment at a time. If you have ever wondered what your future together could look like, begin by looking at the person you are becoming today. Every act of kindness, every lesson learned, and every challenge overcome is quietly shaping the life you will one day share with someone special. The strongest relationships are not built by chance. They are built by two people who continue to grow, even before they know each other completely. Think about this for a moment. Somewhere, another person may also be learning valuable lessons that will help them become a better partner in the future. They may be discovering patience after disappointment, courage after uncertainty, or gratitude after difficult seasons. Those experiences are changing them in ways they cannot yet see. In the same way, your own journey is preparing you for conversations you have not had, memories you have not made, and dreams you have not shared. That is why every chapter of your life matters. Nothing meaningful is ever wasted when it helps you become wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. The most beautiful futures often begin quietly. They do not arrive with perfect timing or dramatic announcements. Instead, they unfold through ordinary moments that later become unforgettable memories. A simple conversation, an unexpected opportunity, or a decision to remain hopeful can become the beginning of a story that changes everything. That is why you should never lose faith in the value of today. Your future is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for growth, sincerity, and the willingness to keep moving forward with confidence. As you continue this journey, remember that the greatest gift is not knowing every detail about tomorrow. The greatest gift is becoming the kind of person who is ready for whatever tomorrow brings. When two people choose honesty, respect, patience, and encouragement, they create a foundation that can withstand every season of life. Your story is still unfolding, and some of its most meaningful pages have yet to be written. Keep your heart open, keep growing, and continue believing that every step forward is preparing you for a future filled with purpose, connection, and lasting hope. As this journey reaches its final chapter, pause for a moment and think about everything you have experienced so far. Every hope, every unanswered question, every unexpected turn has shaped a version of you that is stronger than you were yesterday. The future you dream about is not built on perfect circumstances. It is built on steady growth, genuine kindness, and the courage to keep believing that meaningful connections are worth waiting for. If two people are willing to keep becoming their best selves, they create the possibility of a future filled with trust, understanding, and lasting joy. Now imagine looking back years from today. The moments that once felt uncertain may become the very memories that make you smile the most. You may realize that the delays taught you patience, the challenges revealed your strength, and the quiet seasons prepared your heart for something truly meaningful. Sometimes the greatest gift is not receiving every answer immediately. Sometimes the greatest gift is discovering that every step had a purpose you could only understand with time. Your future together, whatever shape it ultimately takes, begins with the choices you make today. Choose honesty when it is difficult. Choose compassion when it is needed most. Choose hope even when the road ahead seems unclear. Those decisions become the foundation of every meaningful relationship. They are the qualities that inspire trust, deepen friendship, and allow love to grow naturally through every season of life. As this message comes to an end, remember one simple truth. Your story is still unfolding. The next chapter has not yet been written, and that is what makes the future so remarkable. Continue moving forward with confidence, gratitude, and an open heart. Keep believing in your ability to grow, to encourage others, and to create a life filled with purpose. One day you may discover that what seemed like ordinary moments were quietly leading you toward an extraordinary future all along. Until then, let hope guide your steps, let wisdom shape your choices, and let every new day remind you that beautiful possibilities are always waiting for those who continue moving forward with faith, patience, and determination. As we reach the end of this journey, there is one final thought that deserves your full attention. The future is not simply something that happens to you. It is something you help create through your character, your choices, and your willingness to grow every single day. If you have been searching for certainty, perhaps the greatest answer is this: the strongest relationships are built by people who never stop becoming better versions of themselves. That is a truth that never loses its power. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every challenge you once questioned had quietly prepared you for the life you are now living. The patience you developed became your greatest strength. The kindness you chose when no one noticed became the foundation of lasting trust. The hope you refused to abandon became the light that guided you through uncertain seasons. Looking back, you might discover that nothing meaningful was ever lost. Every experience added another piece to the remarkable story you were always meant to write. If your future includes someone special, let that future begin with wisdom instead of worry. Let it begin with gratitude instead of fear. Choose to become someone who brings peace into every conversation, encouragement into every challenge, and sincerity into every relationship. Those qualities never go out of style. They become the quiet reasons why meaningful connections continue to grow stronger over time. Remember that the most unforgettable stories are not defined by dramatic moments alone. They are defined by ordinary days filled with extraordinary choices. A smile shared at the right moment. A word of encouragement when it is needed most. A decision to forgive, to believe, and to keep moving forward with confidence. Those moments shape a future more beautiful than anyone could predict. So as this message comes to a close, carry this hope with you wherever life leads. Your story is still unfolding. New opportunities are waiting beyond today's horizon. New lessons are ready to strengthen your heart. New chapters are preparing to reveal possibilities you cannot yet imagine. Walk into tomorrow with confidence, knowing that every step you take with kindness, integrity, patience, and courage brings you closer to the life you are building. The future is not asking you to be perfect. It is inviting you to keep growing. And sometimes, that simple decision becomes the beginning of the most meaningful journey of all, Every meaningful journey reaches a moment when the questions become quieter than the confidence inside your heart. This is that moment. If you have listened from the beginning, you have probably realized that the greatest message was never about discovering someone else's thoughts. It was about discovering your own strength, your own hope, and your own ability to build a future filled with purpose. The person who will truly appreciate you will not be searching for perfection. They will value your honesty, your compassion, your resilience, and your willingness to keep growing through every season of life. There is something extraordinary about people who refuse to let disappointment define them. They continue believing in kindness after being misunderstood. They continue choosing patience after facing delays. They continue offering encouragement even when life has tested them. Those people quietly become the foundation of remarkable relationships because they understand that lasting love is not created by perfect moments. It is created by thousands of thoughtful choices made with sincerity and respect. That is the kind of future worth building, and it begins long before two people share the same path. As you leave this message behind, remember that tomorrow is filled with possibilities that today cannot fully reveal. Every sunrise brings another opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and more grateful. Every conversation has the potential to create a meaningful connection. Every challenge carries a lesson that may one day become one of your greatest strengths. Life has a remarkable way of rewarding those who continue moving forward with faith in the good that is still ahead. One day you may look back and smile at everything that once seemed uncertain. You may realize that every delay protected your peace, every lesson expanded your understanding, and every unexpected turn guided you toward opportunities you never imagined. The future often becomes beautiful not because everything happened exactly as planned, but because you continued growing through every chapter without losing your kindness or your hope. So continue writing your story with courage. Let your words encourage others. Let your actions reflect integrity. Let your dreams inspire you to keep moving forward one step at a time. The future is not something to fear. It is a chapter waiting to be written by the person you choose to become today. Carry hope with you, welcome each new opportunity with gratitude, and trust that every meaningful step forward is preparing you for a life filled with purpose, genuine connection, lasting joy, and memories that will remind you that the greatest journeys always begin with a single decision to keep believing in better days ahead.